That's what he came here to do, to stand against the perverted law, stand against the perverted halakha and haggadah. And that's what this is about. We must stand against this perverted corporation. Oh, check the fireplace here. As he stood against the perversion of his father's law. He said, "It come in my father's Shem, his law and his authority, because they had perverted it, and to make a new covenant with his bride because they cheated on his father's law." Thank you, Father. You must stand against this corporation where you're not Christ-like. If you're not facing any charges, then you must not be standing against the beast. A lot of people are unaware it's even happening because they live in the comfort of their little cush little living space, and it doesn't affect their little world at this time, but it will. It will. Trump declares on the U.S. public, does war, goes to Virginia and declares war on the U.S. people. So that's how in the country I live in, that the people don't even know what's happening. The government's the one. The government is the domestic enemy. We have a domestic enemy, a domestic terrorist called Donald Trump. I've been telling you that, but people are starting to figure it out after he went and told all those generals that, hey, turn the war on the people. So he just came out right and said it. So there's no hiding it anymore to listen to anybody who's not paying attention. They're got their head up their ass. So acting like an ass, like a mule, stubborn, don't want to hear a damn thing. So cat's out of the bag now. Can't hide it. We know he's a PDF file and he's declaring war on the people. This is just straight Nazi Germany now. And they're being camping people more and more until they have everybody they want under some blockchain, tokenized digital communism, credit scored by the social credit communism. So not socialist, communist, fascist, corporatocracy. This is beyond. He's violated the constitutional right of the people over and over, and nobody's stopping him. But maybe those 800 generals that he told, hey, turn the war from outside our borders to inside on the people. I told you that on this channel it's going to happen, but it's okay. I'm not trying to change anybody who has their head up their ass. So I'm only talking to people who are doing something about it. Everybody else, they can kiss my ass. I don't want to talk to people who are childish and don't have a plan. And going to be a burden to other people because they don't have a plan. So plan on what the scripture says. This is going to get a lot worse, not better. Now we know it's getting great again, so that's right. We're not getting great again, right? Nobody's getting great again. Is this what great again feels like? Yeah, right. So, and he supports either the left or the right cheek to whatever hole they're supporting, wings to the same dragon as your enemy. Like Donald Trump is a domestic enemy. I've been saying that. A domestic terrorist. He's using his political, commander-in-chief of the military and selected by the Fortune 500 companies, the corporate, commander-in-chief. He's got 34 felonies, and he can lead the military. So that's pretty sick. If you think of that, what a disgusting country. Go out there and use its militaries for 50 plus years and force everybody to pay for oil with the US dollar, and then they haven't had to live on those bombs or those, depleted uranium bullets in Iraq and Iran. Oh, Iran, yeah, no, we're getting involved with Iran. Iran didn't bomb us. So Donald Trump's an enemy of the state. Anybody who supports this madness is part of it. Don't matter. Anybody who supports the system anymore. That's what Christ stood against. They're an idiot. They don't know anything. They've been frontal lobotomized, and don't talk to them. So they have to, they've got their head up their ass. Like I said, they're not paying attention. This isn't those who say peace and safety came saying he's a peace president, want the Nobel Peace Prize, and then how many wars are we involved in? So whatever, man. These people, they vote. You think your vote counts? You ever heard of the Electoral College? You ever been to any college? That's not like because you have a degree that matters, but Father doesn't want us to have a degree in front of our name. You know what I'm saying? So people are idiots. The pedophile president, with his Ivan the Terrible, and then his buddy Barry and Joe. They're all Billary. They're all in the same team, all related to the Queen. They just keep playing their little silly games on people, and people just allow it to happen. They did the COVID, and people don't care. They don't care about people's rights. Remember how tense the air outside was? If you could sneeze, you could break it. God forbid you did that inside a store. They'd call the fucking cops on you because you sneezed or something, remember? Or you weren't wearing a mask. Cops come. What a bunch of children acting like, as a veteran, it just offends me to see people, their rights depleted and nobody cares. So this is worse than Nazi Germany because that's what they're doing. They're rebranding whatever Trump is doing. Adolf did. So he's doing everything Adolf did. So they're going to militarize this country. I know, I'm a veteran. I know exactly what they're going to do. We're bringing under military tribunals. You're going to thin a lot of things down, but military tends to do the same thing. There's a lot of skimming going on in the military as well, but it'll happen whether people like it or not. They're going to attach all this 37 trillion, 38, whatever by the time, and attach it to stable coin and flush it out in the system, and people are going to go for it, and they'll turn it into a tokenized credit blockchain credit scored communism. Everything will be tied to the dollar won't go away like everybody thinks it's going to go away. The dollar's, I've always said that the dollar's not going away. It's too many of them, but when they start coming home to roost for the American public, it's going to be game over. So it's already expensive. You ain't seen shit. It went from $5 for a boulevard, Venezuela boulevard, to $500. So it's like paying $500 for a cheeseburger and an ounce of silver. Can buy you a whole month's worth of groceries. So what to invest in is your deal. I'm not telling you. Don't invest in America. This place is disgusting, filthy. Remember, you either play with us or pay. So we just forced everybody for 50 years in the threat of our greatest military, where everybody lapped it up for, the luxuries of their right to choose. Yeah, right. Their freedoms. Yeah, right. But to consume 40% of the world's resources right here with 3% of the populace, or 97% of the population outside. Well, there's more people locked up in America than all countries combined. I'm not talking even by the debt slave. So it's not the country that people think. People have got their head up their ass. And people outside America, they know they've had to be on the threat of this gun. All 180 countries. So can't go kicking somebody's ass forever and think it not come back to you. And we haven't won a war since, World War II. Remember, we didn't win Vietnam, pulled out Afghanistan, Iraq. We still haven't, What about Ronald Reagan's war on drugs? They never did win that war, huh? Because the government's the drug dealers. Number one drug dealer on this rock is Donald Trump. Trump for prison. Lock him up. Put him in fucking military tribunal and put him in federal prison. Send him to Guantanamo Bay and fucking booze board his ass. With some alcohol or something. Pour wine over his head. Fuck yeah. What a tyrant. What an enemy of the state. Sit there and violate the Supreme Court rule 9-0 that he violated posse comitatus, use the military against the people. Now he just told all the military, turn the military against the people, and nobody in America is going to give a fuck. Stupid a generation ever to walk this rock. The American current populace is asleep at the wheel. So everything you see is orchestrated. It's a world stage. You're fooling yourself if you think any of this is organic. So it's not. They're doing it by the script. You're just doing your part by shutting up and not doing anything about it. So some of us have been doing things about this for, I joined the military at 17. I wasn't even an adult at that time and knew I was going to have to give this life for myself, for the, for people, for the right to choose, for the people's rights. Not to stand on an X, go inside, flatten the fucking curve. All this nonsense. People are idiots in America. They're lost. The current selected president just declared war on the people, right through 800 top of the brass commanders, you know, admiral generals, lieutenant generals, major generals, generals. And Trump and, you know, old drunken Pete there, he come in as a major, feel drunken to come in and try to threaten people who have a lot more time and grade and rank and pay grade and rank than he does, and tell them if they're going to get in the way, they're just going to come. They weren't threatened at all. So I've seen a lot of, footage now of these, not all of them, but there are several that are coming out going, fuck Donald Trump. He's a fucking enemy. And I've been trying to tell everybody that he's an enemy of the state. He's going to come take all your fucking guns. He's going to put you all in work camps, but it'll all still happen. It'll still happen. But hey, at least these generals figured out, dude, you're not going to come in here and just fucking turn the fucking us against the fucking people, because that's what Donald Trump said. Go into the cities and start fucking shit up. Fuck these people up. Use these people as fucking target practice in the cities. Basically, I'm trying to put it to you nicely, and don't think that the military has not been turned against the people before throughout this history, and will turn on the public. Go look how many times the military has turned against the people. So you got to know there's no such thing as being saved. You're an idiot. Shut up. You know what you're talking about, Devin. Not Devin. Lexi, you're a liar. You got to know what it means in the book of Acts. You don't know what truth. What does that mean? Explain yourself, Lexi. Nobody's been saved. You can't be saved. There's no such thing as being saved. That's the Greek word sozo. Don't come into this ministry and be a Christian idiot. You're exactly what the scripture warns about. You're a false teacher. You're an antichrist, and you're a demon. The word aletheia is truth. The word saved is sozo. Do you speak any Greek? None. You go read the right text. You read some perverted version of the text. You're a pervert. You know that, according to the word. And you're an antichrist, you're a Nephilim, and you're a demon, because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Start reading the words that you come out of your face. Use them in the right text. There's only one accepted text. Everything else is watered down. Stop being a demon. A demon is a liar. An idolater is a distributor of fortunes of lies to self, and a distributor of fortunes of lies to others is the word demonion, demon. You're stupid idiot. Scripture says devil. It's not scripture. You read out of a book that's been watered down and perverted. So get away from me, you Christian idiot. Those robots are coming for your dumb ass, because you can't be learned. I know all you Christians. I remember my son telling me that when he was 9 or 10 years old. Dad, when I go talk to them about the word, they don't, the Christians, they don't want to talk about it. The atheists know more than the Christians. Dad, why? I say, because the Christians are idiots. The atheists are hiding behind that label. Remember, Father said, don't hide that light in a basket. Let it shine. So these people are they're all Satanists. So Boston Dynamic Robots, DARPA dogs knocking at your door, because Father created evil. Isaiah 45:7, calamity and chaos. Things are gonna get worse. We're not the end, but the beginning. The end of the beginning. That's the time of sorrows. We're right here, exactly what the scripture says. So if you knew the celestial time clock above your head, not some gods in the sky nonsense, there's a firmament that marks time. And remember, the handiwork is declared in the firmament. We have waters above, waters below. You're not spinning on a planet. There's no such thing as a planet. He said, don't add a jot. They must have blew it up with some of that Nazi helium from NASA, and now they're spinning on it at 1,040 miles an hour, and that's why the water sticks to it, because gravity, right? Get away from me there, NASA. Not a space agency, or not a straight answer out of you. So I don't sup with vipers. I don't cast my pearls before swine. Aliens, there's no such thing as aliens as a word, so get away from me. Your dialect is alien. That's what it means. You speak an alien dialect. Dialectus is glossa. Glossa is tongue. No such thing as speaking in tongues. Ever see something you can't explain? Yes. Father's will be done. There's things that he's done. How about taking a grenade to the face 16 months ago and still be standing here talking today? How about that? How about faith is the things unseen, like Hokadesh? We went from you seeing, because that's idolatry and imagery, to the things unseen, faith and Father, and not aliens, not a word. Or alien's word. You can't see an alien because it's a word, right? Oh, wait, you can see it, but it's just a word. See, I've got you over to the other side, flesh, physical. We're not under flesh, we're in Dash. Never wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. You ever seen that? You see what I'm saying? Huh? Here we go round in circle. Are you making any sense? Not like America. Doesn't make no sense. American, you American. So I've seen many things that I can't explain. It's called Dash. Faith in the things unseen. How about that? Worse, the things you can't even explain, the things you didn't even see. Like a government flying object, a GFO. Well, you can see that. It's not a UFO. You can take your U out of here. Yeah, pull your U-bow. Fuck you. Or pluck your U-bow somewhere else. And they pull on that U with a string on the U-bow, right? With their bird finger. They flip the bird to mock the people because they cut their finger off. So, got to know your historical record, right? Biblical and scriptural record, celestial signs, biblical signs, scriptural and agricultural signs. Do you see the sign? Can you see all the signs? Keep in mind the things we don't see. Devin, you know in the light spectrum how many things you don't see? For example, infrared, that are there right in front of your face, but you don't see them because you don't see in the spectrum of light. We see about this much, and the light spectrum is about this much. Oh, not getting much fruits of the Spirit. Do you know what spirit is, Benjamin? Like the homosexual tribe, the southern tribe of Judah that were homosexuals. Do you know anything about Scripture, James, the Christ brother? You know, King James. Remember, he wrote the books of demonology. So, what do you like? Benjamin Franklin's like dead presidents, like James, like Michael James that played for the Oregon State Ducks. Oh wait, that was Oregon. It was an Oregon State, right? It was Duck U. Remember they would pluck the U-bow, sitting there like a duck in a pond. Did you get a sticker? Did you get a shot? Oh, Benjamin's one of the homosexual tribe, the southern tribe of Judah, right? The two tribes, not Benjamin or Judah, but the Benjamin tribe itself. They were good with a slingshot, slinging. So I don't know if Benjamin knows anything about his name. Yeah. Aura, Devin, aura. So spirit's the word Dash. Do you know anything about fruit? Do not judge them by their cover. You'll know them by their fruit. I think Benjamin's stuck on dumb. Stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. He said, worry about no man can take your flesh. Only work can take about your soul. Dash. Benjamin's not producing any more fruit, so not sure what's wrong with Benjamin. I think he's stuck on dumb. Freedom, da dum dum dum, to come in here and say as he chooses. Must be a First Amendment. Somebody who forgot their rights. God protection, organic, natural, color of law, Black's law. Must have blacked him out. So, children of darkness, you'll know them by their fruit. Do not judge them by their cover. You'll know them by their fruit. One bad apple upsets the whole cart. Little leaven, leavens the whole lump. Remember, they just chose to remain silent and use their Fifth Amendment right, Miranda. So, would all things perish with no insects? We need insects there, but what does that have to do with price of eggs in China right now? No, all things will not perish with no insects. Mostly insects are there to eat the dead. In many ways, yes. Yes, they're scavengers. They eat the dead flesh. He doesn't want us to eat anything that eats dead flesh or shit. You can eat whatever you want. I'm just saying, preferably under the Old Testament and You give about your body, you take that in mind, right? It's not what goes into man that defiles a man, him or her. It's what comes out of the people. So, one of my favorite things in the world is Berkey water. Oh my goodness, that's better than an energy drink. Oh man, I wish I had more power. I'd go make some more ice cubes, but she's a little cloudy today, so we'll have to keep her up to the tip top. So, Trump for prison. Trump's a PDF file. It's Trumpstein Island, not Epstein Island. It's Trump's Island. They're both island boys. Oh, don't forget Billary. They're island boys and girls, and they take boys and girls to the island. So, not right now, but I'm getting ready to put that together. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to leave America. I don't want to be here anymore. I hate this country. I can't even report my son or daughter murdered or missing. They won't take a report on their body, and they're the ones who shot and grenaded them and me. So, fuck this country. I hate it. I'm a veteran, and they fucked me over. So, I'll still serve the right of the people, but I hate this country, what it's become. And it was once a blessed nation, a constitutional republic. Now it's a corporation where the labor of the slave, debt slave, is staked or stocked to the, well, pegged to the stock exchange. So they're debt slaves, and their murder dollars go to pay for murder in other countries. But they don't think it is. But when they at the final judgments, they'll have murder on their hands. If you pay for somebody's murder, you're an accessory to murder. That is, I know I'm a prior law enforcement officer. That is called an accessory. You're accountable. So you will face your judgments at your time of your death. So if you're filling out a W-2, you're a murderer. You don't know it, but you murder people. It don't matter if you don't know. Your ignorance is not going to get you away from it come judgment. So that's why I hate America. It's been going on for 50 plus years. Well, no, it's been actually going on since the fucking 1800s when they turned this into a corporation, correct? Yeah. This ain't some new news like the whole magnetic excursion that's going on that nobody wants to talk about. So, I'm not sure of where I did it on a job. I traded it for labor. So I needed it as a teaching tool for my lessons that I do here at the ministry. So I work for labor mostly. Or I work for many things, but I'm a man of many hats. So out here at Silver Rock Ranch, we got all kinds of things going on out here. Me and my mules and Kevin over there on the other 20 acres. So, but that's a lesson there. Because Father's Aries, Father's the tabernacle, Father's the place of rest, and we don't get the rest until we die. So we have to take up our cross daily, deny ourselves daily. The disciples take up their cross, fall after me daily. That's what the word says, but they're idiots. They think that Christ hung from a cross. Nobody ever hung from crosses. That Satanistic pagan unk. So he warned us about imagery, and people just fall for whatever they see. They believe TV, and they think there's gods in the sky, and they think they're living on a planet. It never says planet once in the scripture. I don't know what they're smoking, but never says that anywhere, not in any of the text. So, they're spinning on a ball, man. What can you do with them? They're like, their head is just no birthday next year kind of deal. They're gone. Well, we're not supposed to celebrate anything, especially birthright. But birthright, they won't get their heir. So we're in the age of air now. We're in the book of Revelation. We're in the last pages of the scrolls text. You put it on paper in the 12th century. It didn't exist on paper. People are, again, I don't know if they're smoking. It was on rock. I think they're smoking some kind of crack in the rock, or a bunch of Mexican Americans. So they go into their Adderall cabinet if they're not doing that, they're getting hooked up to the big farm guy, the big, says sorcery. They'll be fooled by snakes up a pole or a cross, or pharmakia. You ever define anything that's in that book? It says pharmakia. It says sorcery, but if you read it, it says pharmakia in the we talk about everything here, Bella. We talked that Donald Trump's a PDF file, and so is Joe. Remember, he said, I was a snake before you let me in, and then he let Joe Biden, 2 cheeks to the same hole, 2 wings to the same dragon. Did you get the bite? Did you get the sticker? So we talk about the word. We talk about what no other channel's talking about anywhere in the whole world. Father sent you here, so give glory to Shiloh. That's the one who redeems his bride. So another channel like this anywhere on YouTube. Nope. Only one close would be Grace and Truth. I only mirror predestination and gospel here, but Brother Jim has his ministry. He does have 4 decades of studying on me. He has 70 plus, and I've 3 going into 3 decades. Try to work in my 4th. I don't think I'm gonna make it that long, but if I do, I'll be here for another 5. I'm certain of it. A Decami is 10. Put your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Decami, that's 10. All hands on deck. So, like a decimal. Anir is hostile. Who is our Anir? Anir. Who's your Anir? Amir. Yes, Amir. Oh, it's not Amir. Darn eyeball, man. I hit the face with a grenade, so my eye don't work right anymore. It's all messed up. Got sand and whatever. Blood get from blasted with a grenade. So I thought it said Anir. Trying the left eye wants to focus, but the right eye don't do what it's supposed to do. So sometimes I can't read, but I can normally get pretty damn close. Deport them all. Oh yeah, look at Jason Jones. He's an idiot. Deport Jason. He's an American because he's too fucking poor. Either Jason, you put $5,000 in my Cash App, you broke dick fucking Bob, prick troll ass motherfucker, or you make it fucking rain up in this bitch, or you're on next on the list. Maybe it's because you're stupid, or maybe it's because you're not normal, Jason. Tell me what normal is, Jason, because maybe they're locking up people right now for having a disability, some kind of mental disability. So show how normal you are here and here. What's normal? Oh, fucking Jason's a broke dick Bob. He's got 2 reasons. He ain't normal and he's broke. Fucking broke ass troll. The fuck out of here, little fucking dick. You're just a little dick, Jason. You ain't gonna get anywhere here. You go troll somebody else there, dickhead. You ain't no humanity in you. Deport your dumb ass. This ain't about deporting fucking people from other countries, you dumb fucking prick. Now it's poor people. Just like you. I don't see my Cash App ringing, bitch. I don't see no fucking PayPal. I don't see no fucking super chat. Shut the fuck up, you broke dick Bob. You don't even make your own goddamn power. You have no motherfucking power in here, all right? Some of us make our own power. You're powerless as fuck. Your words don't mean shit. You ain't got no. You're probably sitting there on some goddamn benefit, some card, and don't fucking care about your own citizens. You ain't got no humanity. Fucking stupid fuck. Yeah, and you got cookies in the oven, dumb fuck. You're breaking hot toast buns and cookies to your sex. Samaramus, God, you having sex with your mom? Just like Samaramus had sex with her son. Is that what's wrong with you, Jason Jones? You mad because you want to share your mom to yourself? You want everybody? You don't want anybody to share your mom with you? You want to deport them all? See, you're a broke dick Bob, Jason. Maybe you're just a little fucking prick. Like I said, and you've been such a little fucking punk your whole life, they'll just hire. Nope. They'll just take 5 guys in a fucking van, come pick you up with some tinted windows and put you in a fucking box, and everybody think they'll ISIS your ass, huh? You better shut your fucking mouth, dude. You got an IP address, Jason Jones. And anybody come fucking find you in the same day, dumbass idiot. Put you in a goddamn box just like Amazon. Don't give a fuck. They just put it in the box. See? 5 guys can come up in a fucking little sport utility vehicle, tinted windows, throw you in there. Everybody will think they're ISIS. You're a dumb fucking idiot. You should stop talking before you go into people's chat and talking a bunch of shit. Shit talker Betty Crocker. So you're out of your mind. What a dangerous country to open your fucking mouth when you got an IP address. You better think about what you say. Everybody knows where you're at. It's not that hard to find everything about you, dox your fucking ass, and disappear you in the woods. And because waterboarding's legal, pour wine over your fucking head and wino board you, or maybe booze board you. That came from one of the. It's just theory. Nobody's going to do that to you, but maybe they are. Maybe you're a little fucking dick your whole life. So don't think about deporting fucking Americans. Fuck you, asshole. I'm a veteran. Took a right to the oath to the Constitution. These people have a right whether they have fucking a citizenship in this country or not. You're a fucking idiot. This is what Jason says. You ain't got the skills to track me, you pathetic
Cum bubble. But listen, it ain't about me tracking you there, Jason Jones, you little dick. It's about the fact that you just been a little dick your whole life. And somebody else, it could be me. I don't want to track you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You're a dumb fucking idiot that has an IP address like every other dumb fucking American that runs their mouth on the internet, and somebody could be at your fucking doorstep the same day. I ain't tracking you nowhere. You would know how to track a fucking deer. You would know how to run a fucking trout line. You would know how to skin a buck. Don't shut the fuck up, dude. I said you don't make your own power. You have no power over me. I'm just trying to make an example out of your dumb fuck. You should have kept your mouth shut in here. People in a van could come pick your ass up because you were a dick in high school. Maybe you fucking said to somebody's fucking prom date or something, you took their prom date, now they're fucking pissed or something. You've always been an asshole. And it could take just one fucking day for you to be disappeared. So don't talk to me, asshole. I'll make an example out of you. Don't say anything else. Cum bubble, you're sitting there in a fucking city, pull a 5G whiz fucking in a microwave tower. 5G whiz, see that fucking samples of that whiz all over you, huh? You make your own power? No, you don't grow your own food. You don't do anything. You don't live on any property. You don't own the fucking land. You don't help anybody. You sit in a fucking goddamn basement or somewhere in some fucking keyboard warrior. You should be very careful. You know how easy it is to get your fucking IP address right now? 5 guys could come and pick you up just like Amazon and throw you in a fucking box and take you to the woods, you dumbass. It's that fucking easy and that dangerous in this country right now. Make an example of you, you dumb fuck. You're an idiot. I'm trying to show you this is a very dangerous time. When you run your mouth, you have an IP address. Have you ever thought about that before you came in here and open your mouth? I'm not doing shit to you. You ain't doing nothing to me. 25 armed men with fucking heavily armed Bearcats, MRATs, armored vehicles came to try to kill me, and I'm still fucking standing here. So you're not going to do anything to me. I'm just trying to show all of you here as an example how stupid it is to fucking run your mouth in America and how dangerous it is for, you know, I'm in my basement, not scared. Don't be scared. Yeah, straight up commando. Well, yeah, don't fight anybody. There you go, Devin. I'm not saying to fight. I never said fight. I said this is what somebody could do to this dumb fucking prick because he runs his mouth. Maybe, like I said, maybe you're some woman at fucking prom that fucking you said no to somebody and that fucking guy had whole kinds of, so ladies, please be careful. There's fucking anybody on this fucking internet can come pick you up and throw you in a box right now. There's no due process, no right of I'm a prior fucking police officer. You have, you know, you're supposed to, nobody can just come up and grab you off the street. That's the right of due process. You have the right under your Fifth Amendment right. If they're going to cost your body, they have to show probable cause and articulate a crime that you've committed. They can't just take you off the fucking streets. And if they're going to do that, they have to identify who the fuck they are. This should always been. That's why how dangerous this is right now. This is how dangerous this is right now in this country. It could not be this dumb fucking prick that pissed somebody off and somebody hit 5 of his fucking people from high school just waiting to unalive this bitch because he's been a fucking asshole his whole life. And he could just be scooped up off the streets. Nobody's going to know the fucking difference. Get the weapons, get the fucking badges off Amazon. These people aren't identifying their badge number, who and what department they're from. They're just showing up. I can order all this shit off of Amazon right now. You know what I'm saying? And they could come unalive your ass or take you to the woods and do something nefarious or haul you into somebody's basement and you're gone. Your family doesn't have no idea. Do you know how many people that have been taken off the streets right now and their family doesn't even know with these fucking ISIS thugs? These people are J6ers. They're Proud Boys, and a lot of them, most of them, as I had uncovered, because I've been an investigator or did in the fucking, that's what I did in the live. I was a reconstructionist, investigator, was a military police in the Army. I'm telling you, these people are paid contractors for the government. They're private contractors, and they're just a bunch of fucking, they're not operating, they're flagging weapons. I was a SWAT team. You don't take and move a weapon and cross somebody's, they're fucking idiots. And at any moment, somebody's going to pop off on one of these people, or you're going to pop off and say something. Somebody's going to do something just like you because they're not fucking stupid. People who fucking commit crimes don't give a fuck about laws or anything. They're going to see something like this and go, dude, we could so get away with this right now. Let's go unalive that fucking dumb dickhead. Remember what he did? Remember what he said? You know, you're fucked right now. You have an IP address. You should open up your fucking mouth, and then you're going to pay. You're going to write a fucking check that your body can't cash. So I'd be very careful. You know, this is called the right of due process. People's right of due process is being violated in this country. Okay, what they're doing is fucking constitutionally illegal, and they don't give a fuck. These thugs are just getting paid to do it, and they don't care because they go home just like every other fucking cop. When I was a cop, a woman's safety under her Fourth Amendment, her right to be, which they are violating, under her right to be secure, house, papers, persons, and effects, I couldn't search her body. I don't care if she had a fucking gun on her. If I couldn't touch her, I had to wait for a backup officer. If I thought she had drugs or something, you know, if I thought it was immediate danger, I might be able to get away with that. But her right to be secure, I had to show probable cause. Just, oh, it looked like a fucking bulge in her pants. This woman could have something. No, her Fourth Amendment was right. It was more than officer safety. And that whole fucking right in this country has changed. Men stick their hand down fucking women's pants every fucking day and violate that right of a Fourth Amendment because his safety is more important. So fuck police. Never heard a song called Fuck the Firefighters, have you? Because all these fucking officers care about, when I was officer, was different, is officer fucking safety. They're failing the right of due regard. Do you understand? They are not taking and fucking showing cause and telling these people. And many of these people are being disappeared and their family members don't even know where the fuck they're at. Remember, they took people that were supposed to go to Sudan. They did the flight tracker. That fucking, that turnaround in the ocean, and those people washed up on shore in fucking Spain. So you better stop running your fucking mouth. You understand? So, Devin, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're a sick fuck, dude. That was so uncalled for. You're gonna say something like that, and you're gonna pull off with some dumb shit like that, dude. So those are the two stupidest fucking things in the whole fucking world is officer safety. You understand? It's not about officer safety. Find a new fucking job, right? Never heard a song called Fuck the Firefighter, have you? Because as a law enforcement officer and a prior fucking veteran, and I know my dad died by fire, a firefighter, him or her, runs into a building, doesn't care. They'll save your fucking wife, your dog, your car, your fucking cat. Shit, they'll probably run there and save your gerbil. They don't fucking, they don't think about it. Man or woman or a veteran like myself is willing to lose his flesh. But an officer, all they give a fuck about is officer safety. Fuck the police, fucking tyrant pigs. They're not even operating in fucking a judicial capacity. So cops are fucking tyrant thugs. All they give a fuck about all day is officer safety. So we're not talking about those. We're talking about these fucking ISIS thugs on the street that are, most of them aren't even cops. They're private prison guards and J6ers and fucking Proud Boys. People who support Trump, and they think they're doing the right thing. But you have forgotten, this ain't about, you know, deporting people, putting them into fucking concentration camps because they're from some other country. This is now people are too fucking poor. And we have more fucking people, right, locked up in fucking cages in America than any other country combined. So they're already making a shitload of money on that. Oh, okay, we got more fucking millionaires in Congress than any other, right, than the populace. We have a $1 trillion military budget. That's more than all the countries combined. They're spending $1.5 trillion now every 100 days. Well, no wonder the fucking U.S. populace is fucking poor. You got a federal, a state. Remember, they fought a fucking Revolutionary War over 2%. And I'm not talking about starting no fucking war. It's too late. Dumb fucks, you waited too long. Federal, state, gross, net, it makes me sick. And then you get taxed on that money. You drive home, you get taxed on the gas tax, taxed on the car, call the lady, get taxed on that, stop, fucking throw the trash, put it in it, taxed on trash, housing. This is disgusting. Fucking stupid, fucking filthy swine. Sit there and just allow this shit to go on. We are the money changers of scripture. And people are okay with this shit. You understand? Anyone who puts people into boxes like this guy does should never be listened to. Lots of yapping about nothing. Yapping. That's how fucking smart you are, Travis. You use a word yap. And now you use just crying about anything he can. This one is using yapping and crying as our own fucking countrymen are being kidnapped off the street, put in concentration camps. People from Sudan washed up on fucking shore. This is the scum of fucking this earth right here. These two people right here, brothers and sisters, have no humanity. Do you realize the right of due process is being violated? This ain't about fucking people from other countries. This is about being too fucking poor. So you either put your money where your fucking mouth is, you broke ass motherfucking troll. You put PayPal, Cash App, or fucking use the super chat or get the fuck out of here. You're just some broke dick fucking Bob. I care about fucking people. I care about people being too poor. And when I know that our government, I would fucking serve this government. Okay. I serve this government, this beast fucking system. Okay. We have a $1 trillion military budget. That's more than all the other countries combined. So shut the fuck up. You have no humanity at all. No humanity. You need to think about what you're saying. Okay. Bro, name American citizen being disappeared. Name one. Brandon, you dumb fucking idiot. You must have the worst. Let's go, Brandon. Okay, fuck Joe Brandon. Okay, listen. Listen here, dumb fuck. Poor people, homeless people, by executive order, you dumb fuck. The president said by executive order. This is how ignorant this fucking person is. By executive orders, brothers, sisters, too poor or somebody with a disability, a mental disability. I've been certified. I'm a prior law enforcement officer on how to identify people with disabilities and how to handle mental disabilities. These cops don't even have that training. Then you got this dumb fuck where the president has already made an executive order and he doesn't, Brandon has got his head up his fucking ass. He doesn't even know that the president, how many people are they going out and scooping up off the streets for being fucking poor? Homeless, remember? They're gone. Look how many streets have been cleared of fucking people. How about all the people in San Francisco? Shut the fuck up, Brandon. You're an idiot. By executive order, you dumb fuck. And you're questioning what is already put in executive orders. This ain't about being from another country. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Means you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. But now I told you, and if you don't learn, you're an ass. Did you hear what I just said? People care about people in San Francisco? That's a pretty brutal fucking thing to say, by the way. Look at this savagery of society. Men's hearts could be waxed cold. Brandon, did you just hear what I said? Somebody point out Brandon in here. Brandon, did you hear what I just said, dumb fuck? Stop saying name one. The executive order by the president said homeless or people with a disability. Yeah, we're all fucking, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Akira. These people are fucking, look at this savage here right here. Name one. The president already, you can get on the fucking goddamn, and how many fucking people have been kidnapped off the fucking streets and put in concentration camps? You can find all this information for yourself, and you don't even recognize the executive order. I'm aware of the order. You know what you're aware of? You are the most savage kind of fucking person. Do you think that since that executive order that it hasn't been used? See, that's what I'm saying. Look at this dumb fuck, guys. This is the people that get caught in their little trap. That this is whatever. This is society today. This is the American fucking public. There's a lot of people watching you outside of this country there, Brandon, that you've been kicking their fucking ass. Not you, because you ain't no fucking veteran. You didn't shit. You're a keyboard warrior. And they're getting tired of it. They're getting tired of your shit. And they're going to come back and pay rent. And guess what, dumb fuck? They're already here. They're already here. They're already here. They're already here. Look at, he's still stuck on the same fucking thing. Brothers, sisters, can't listen. This is why this American public so fucking stupid. The president put an executive order and he doesn't think that it has never been used. They don't put out executive orders for no reason. He could go find all this information himself. Do you know how many people have American fucking people that have families that were even in fucking Alcatraz Island that can't get them the fuck out of there? There's thousands of people right now that have families from American fucking citizens. They can't even get, not people that were foreigners and cannot fucking find their own fucking countrymen. You're a fucking savage, Brandon. Your name proves you. Let's go, Brandon. This must suck. That's why you're so pissed at the world now, huh? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. And everybody fucks with you all the time, huh? It must suck to have that name. And I'm not picking on you because it's Father, he's creator of all things, but you're being really super fucking narrow-minded, man. You can't you'll still say, name one. Dude, why don't you go fuck? See, you haven't had anybody in your fucking family yet, huh? Be affected by this. But guess what, Brandon? I'll let you stay in here, Brandon, if you can give me $100. And I don't want your fucking money. I'll go donate it. But you're a broke motherfucker. You are a broke motherfucker. And you are going to be the next one because it ain't about fucking immigrants, you dumb fuck. It's about broke motherfuckers. So show everybody in here, Brandon, put your money where your mouth is. I own my fucking land. Okay, I have shelled out $150,000 just this year, you dumb fuck. So put your money where your mouth is. Brandon's a broke ass motherfucker. I don't want his fucking money. You dumb fucking idiot. If you took that serious, Tom, you're a fucking idiot. Now, Tom, you put fucking money in here if you want to stay here. Shut the fuck up, Tom. Joker's fucking wild. It's a fucking showing that Brandon's a fucking broke dick. He don't care about his countrymen, and he doesn't even have much. Pretty soon they'll come for him because he's too fucking broke. Or, remember, it's just because he's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking asshole, and he's been a prick his whole fucking life, and somebody's come kidnap him off the fucking streets. It's not about being poor, because that's what I was saying with these other pricks in here. It's that I could get 5 guys and come disappear his dumb fucking ass. He's been a prick his whole life. It doesn't have anything about being an immigrant anymore. It doesn't have anything about being broke anymore. It doesn't have anything to do with being disability anymore. It doesn't have anything. It's called the right of due process. And this motherfucker don't even care about that. He don't even care about these people's rights, whether they're here, not broke or not. So I'm just putting his fucking broke ass on the spot because he probably don't even have a fucking own any land. I make my own power. Nobody's got to fucking, this dumb fuck thing, no power over nobody. He doesn't make any power. He's on a fucking smart meter. He don't grow his food. He's a dumb fucking idiot that I just like make an example of fucking how stupid fucking people are in America, because there's a lot of people on this channel that watch people here in America, and they've been tired of getting their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Get ass kicked, and they're going to pay for this. The rent is up. Rent's due in this country now. This people realize. Even Trump said this. You're turning against the people. So I'm showing you how fucking dangerous it is in this country. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, let them keep embarrassing themselves, Ziggy. I don't have to. So, Brandon, do you have any money? Do you live in your mom's basement? Or what do you do for a living? Do you pay a W-2? Let me make you step on your own. I own my own construction company and a farm. So how much money did you pay in taxes last year, Brandon? Brandon, speak the fuck up. Then you own your money, motherfucker. Put money in my PayPal now, Cash App, or get this dumb fucking prick out. No, wait, hold on. Because no, I'm going to make him step on his dumb dick. How much money did you make there last year, Brandon? How much fucking money did you make? You say you own a farm and a construction company, prick, and you don't give a fuck about your own countrymen. You motherfucker. You're a piece of shit. Now tell everybody in here, you dog shit pile of fucking steaming ass dog shit, how much money you made. You business fucking owner. How much money did you make last year? Come on. Not talking to anybody else. I'm talking to this fucking Let's Go Brandon, dumb fucking idiot. You see, it doesn't even matter. This is a dangerous country. If I wanted to, I could have an IP address. Brandon, shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. I asked you a question. Now you're fucking stupid fucking American. Either answer the question or you're going to pay up in here to be here, since you're so fucking wealthy and you don't care about poor fucking people. Tell everybody how much money you made, or it's going to cost you $1,000 fucking dollars to stay in here. $65,000. So hold on now. So you're all over the place. Nothing really. $65,000, nothing really. So $65,000 is nothing to you, or is that what you made? You're not making any sense. You put it, is that what you made? Now, is that gross? Is that net? How much did you hide? Because you're a business owner. If you are, I've owned many businesses. You fucking don't fuck with me there, Brandon. I got you fucking right around your fucking, I'm gonna lasso your fucking ass right out of here if you live on a farm. I'm poor, but I'm trying. Oh, he went from fucking, I'm so fucking wealthy. Now you couldn't come up with a fucking single penny. You're a broke dick fucking Bob. You fucking live on goddamn credit. You're a fucking sick fuck. You don't care about your own country, man. And you couldn't make it rain up in this bitch. So guess what? You could just be a prick motherfucker because you seem like you're a fucking asshole. And I bet you've been an asshole your whole life because you came in here saying to port out all of them. I think that you were the one who said that, right? So you're a fucking schmuck fucking American. You're a piece of shit fucking American. You truly are, because you deport them all. What about being too broke? Now you're saying you're fucking poor, dude. Look at you. You flipped the fucking script real quick, didn't you there, Brandon? So anybody could get your IP address, Brandon. I would never recommend in America running your fucking mouth, because I bet you're a fucking little pussy. I bet you don't have no farm. I bet you held your hands up. You ain't got no calluses on your fucking hand. You're just a bullshit shit talker, Betty fucking Crocker, that don't even, you came in here like you were all that jazz. You were great again, and you were fucking all that, and now you're saying you're a broke dick farmer at $6,500 and you're poor and you're barely getting by. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? You're next on the list, you dumb fuck. Okay, but remember, you're fucking a poor ass bitch. This ain't about motherfuckers being foreigners, you dumb fuck. This is about broke people. Broke people. Broke people. I'm not your brother. You're a fucking idiot prick who doesn't give a fuck. I'm making an example out of your dumb ass again. People like you. I tell everybody where I'm at, Brandon. Nobody's gonna fucking, you ain't coming here. 25 men with guns came here to try to kill me, you dumb fuck. I ain't threatening nothing to you. I'm making an example out of you, dumb fuck. You're a broke ass little bitch. You ain't got no fight in you. You probably don't make your own fucking power. I ain't going to Texas, you dumb fuck. I already told you. I'm not coming to you. I'm making an example of you, you fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're letting me dangle that goddamn carrot in front of you, and you keep taking it. You keep biting it, and I'm showing you how stupid fucking Americans are. This channel now is more for people outside of America than the people inside America, because I'm a veteran and we've been kicking everybody's fucking ass for over 50 years. Okay? So I'm making an example out of you. You're broke. You don't care about anybody but your fucking self. Okay? You don't care about anybody but your fucking self. You're a piece of shit, and anybody, you've probably been a prick your whole life. You're some proud fucking Texan if you're born with from Texas, but you're one of those people that you're a nigger, Texas nigger, or a white nigger, or a brown nigger, or a black nigger, or a red nigger, or a yellow nigger, because I grew up in the streets of Los Angeles, you fucking idiot. So I know that all fucking races, right? There's only one race, you dumb fucking racist, fucking sick, proud fucking Texas pig. Grow the fuck up. You're getting made an example of here. You probably should have just left out of here. Not only do you not have any fucking money, well, fuck you. You're still a fucking American. You're a stupid fucking American, and you're making an example of how much of an ass you are. You want to deport all foreigners. You live in a nation of fucking immigrants. You think these people were natives? They came from the South, you dumb fuck. You don't even know your own history. You're a fucking idiot. They wandered over the ice bridge in the north. They weren't native, you fucking idiot. They were pagans. But they were not native, and so neither are you. You're a fucking idiot. A nation of immigrants, and now you want to kick out all the immigrants. You're a fucking idiot, man. You're fucking just making a complete ass of yourself. So you're a stupid fuck that has an IP address, and you want me to pull up on you, and you know what I'm saying? There's no threat to you. I'm showing you how much of a dumb fucking idiot you are. Keep baiting. There's probably somebody right now that's watching and go, "Gal, let's go get that motherfucker. Look at it. He's right. That guy's right. We could go on Amazon. We could get those fucking baggage. We could get all those things. We could get a tinted van, and we could go fucking pick up Brandon. And Brandon ain't gonna fight 5 fucking guys, and they're gonna do it, and you're just gonna disappear, Brandon, because you got a fucking IP address. This ain't about being poor, foreign, or any of those other things. It's about dumb motherfuckers that forget we live in an internet age where in Amazon, they just put you in a box. They don't give a fuck. They just put you in a box. Do you see how stupid the fuck you look now? Not only are you broke and poor, but you're just fucking stupid and you can't stop running your mouth. So I bet you that you pissed somebody off in your life, and maybe you just by Father's grace and mercy that nobody will come pick you up and put you in a fucking minivan. This ain't no personal thing with you, asshole. You took the fucking bait. You know what I'm saying? You took the bait and you couldn't fucking just shut your fucking mouth and learn that everybody's watching you, Brandon. This ain't no personal shit between me and you. That's your fucking problem, dude. You tried to pick a fucking fight with me, man. And this ain't about it. It's about how stupid fucking Americans are. You make an example of, see, I'll be waiting. Look at brothers, sisters. He still wants a fucking fight. He wants to ship everybody out of this country. Now, everybody, leave Brandon in here for a minute. If you've been here for 20 years, 30 years, and you've never committed a rape, an armed robbery, or murdered somebody, do you think we should ship those people out of the country? Because that's a piece of paper. Brandon maybe got a speeding ticket, so we're going to ship his ass out over a fucking piece of paper too. See what I'm saying? Oh, you got me heated. Oh, I'm real fucking heated. Is that what you came in here? You came in here to get my goat? You're a sick fuck, Brandon. See, this is the kind of person. It's called S&M. They want to beat somebody to make their pain, derive pleasure from other people's pain. Okay, so James says if somebody's been here, it's illegal to not have a piece of paper. So have you ever gotten a fucking ticket there, James Phillips? James, have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? You ever got a fucking parking ticket? Because that's all it is. It's not a fucking crime. You're a fucking idiot. You don't even know how you don't have to have citizenship in this country to have fucking rights under the Constitution, you dumbass, James. I took a note to the right of the people. You don't know your rights. You're a fucking idiot. So let's just go off of that. Let's go off of that. Let's say illegal or not. Let's just give a fuck about a piece of paper. So somebody's been here 20 years. They've produced more because watch how stupid these motherfuckers are in America. I know I grew up right on the fucking border. They came here and paid taxes the moment they got here. Went to work either in the field or got a job. They got a phone, paid taxes. Some pay Social Security, paid, never get benefits. Shut the fuck up. Any of you people just now moderate fucking anybody but Brandon. That's not on subject. They get a house and pay taxes, or rent and pay taxes, phone pay taxes, many pay taxes, and they ship money back. They have actually get paid pretty decent. Some come on visas, stuff. But even if they didn't, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I had many friends that didn't have their families. It didn't matter to me. That's stupid as fuck. They came here and started paying taxes, producing, making money for this country, not getting in any fucking trouble. They didn't hurt anybody. And they've been here 20 to 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that person should be fucking shipped out of this country? See, this is Brandon says, I just said to this dumb fuck, you have the right to be in this country under the Constitution, whether you have citizenship or not. And he says the Constitution is for American citizens. He's a fucking idiot. The right of the people is between these fucking walls. You're a dumb fucking idiot, Brandon. Okay, so no, they don't pay taxes. So Anthony's going to say all these people who pay taxes and Social Security on everything doesn't fucking pay taxes. See, America, brothers, sisters, this is the problem with this country. These people have no fucking humanity. You know what I'm saying? They have no fucking humanity. I don't care about a fucking piece of paper. That's fucking lunacy. Ask yourself, what would Christ do right now? See, these people aren't even acting Christ-like. Christ said, be charitable. What people are doing. These people came a long fucking way to come here because we fucked up all their other countries. These people forget they got to lap up all the fucking supposed freedom as we've been dropping freedom and democracy bombs with veterans like myself in all 180 countries and 1,000+ fucking military bases. And they get to just lap up all this supposed freedom. These people for decades have had bombs falling generation after generation, depleted uranium bullets in fucking, Iraq, Kuwait, Afghanistan, all this shit. They haven't been on that. There ain't been no bombs falling in their backyard. And so they have forgotten. They've got it easy as fuck. Okay. Well, that's changing because nobody wants to they have forgotten that what America does is forces their dollar to be low and our dollar to be high. And then we do that by instilling the central bank and then steal all their fucking resources. So they come to America because the dollar's worth more and ship it back home. And people are all pissed off in America because we're the ones who fucking force this shit on their countries. We do it. We're the ones who does this. I don't care what these people fucking think. I know. I don't fucking matter. I know exactly what we do. That's why we have 1,000+ military bases in all 180 countries. So we have poor people living in America because we're out policing the fucking world, dropping freedom and democracy bombs on everybody. If we don't if they don't pay for our oil with the US dollar, we're forcing them like the money changers of scripture, mafia behavior. You pay for this fucking oil, which we're not going to let you use any kind of tech, hydrogen, Tesla tech. You're going to have to use this oil and you're going to have to pay for this with the US dollar or we will fucking murder your children and women, not just your battle dress uniform, BDUs or military fee. Finest of the nation has to offer 18 to 30 in Ukraine, your women and your men. But we're going to fucking drop freedom bombs on you if you don't fucking pay for the oil with US dollar. Period. And we get that a little bit of everybody's money. So these people can just fucking live the life. People are getting tired of this, brothers and sisters. And these people are so fucking stupid to see that these people have been coming here a lot. Now, most people who came here in the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, my whole life, assimilated just fine. This ain't what they did with bringing in Muslims over into Europe. Like I said, many of them came here. They got a job. I have friends. I had the familia. These were people I grew up next to. Some of them had green cards, but they were good people. They didn't get in trouble. They dressed nice. They smelled nice. They were driving nice cars. Most of them didn't get in trouble. They got, like I said, and it wasn't a problem, and back then we called them, they were here illegally, but we called them illegally aliens. But they were people, brothers and sisters. So I don't care what people in this chat says. I'm thinking what Christ would think like. They came here because we're the ones who fucked them up. And people get mad because they send their money back to Mima or their familia and they get a new fucking beta game or a new Starbucks punch card in America or World of Warcraft or some stupid fucking shit like that. Like they make agreement with their fucking wife to get her a bigger set of fucking titties so she can, they treat their women's titties like wheels, son. The ones that were too small, you went and got bigger ones. They spend their money on the stupidest shit. These people are working hard as fuck. There's 6 of them sitting in a 2-bedroom fucking or 1-bedroom apartment. They'll get their goddamn deposit back. They dress nice. They smell nice. I don't like cologne, but you know, they're hardworking people. And then you put 6 fucking Americans in an apartment, fucking 2 months to be fucking cops there, shit sitting outside, cars dilapidated, fucking half of them are on Adderall, Mexican Americans. The whole apartment's fucked up holes. Well, they don't even get their goddamn deposit back. And they want to cash shade on these people who've been putting food on their fucking table for 30, 40, my whole fucking life. So fuck these stupid Americans. I don't care about them at all. I care about humanity. I care about all people. I don't even want any fucking borders. I think borders are the stupidest fucking thing in the world. The bird lands on the wall of Mexico and America. Does it give a fucking care? Fuck off. Get away from me. You know, these are people. If they committed murder, get them out of here. Right? Murder, that's fine. But they have shipped a lot of these people in the demographics for the last 40 years. People came here, worked hard, got a job, paid taxes, got a car, paid taxes, paid, you know, taxes on just about everything in the state. And they didn't cause any problems. Like I said, there's always a bad apple. I told you there's white niggers, brown niggers, black niggers, red niggers, and yellow niggers. Niggers a fucking attitude, okay? And these stupid fucking Americans on a goddamn food stamp card or some kind of, they did meth and now they're not doing meth. And, oh, you can get fucking some benefit if you say you're, you know, what's wrong with me? And they get a goddamn, and this motherfucker's working hard. You know, I sold food for 10 plus years of my life. You know, in 10 years, I probably have 5 fucking people, maybe 5 people Mexican people pay with fucking food stamps. I pay 5,000 of them or more that didn't, right? No. More. And I hardly had 10,000 Americans who paid with a fucking food stamp card. 5 in 10 fucking years. Fucking sick fucking Americans, man. What a sick, disgusting fucking nation. These people went in the fields and when they didn't want to because they're too fucking lazy as they collected a goddamn benefit and then bitch about some dirty fucking Mexican when they even came from Argentina, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Paraguay, Argentina. They wouldn't know the difference between a Mexican and a fucking Salvadorian. And a Salvadorian will tell you that they're not Mexican, just like a Mexican will tell you they're Mexican. You know, this country is fucking dead, too. Go inside the fucking borders of America, go into the neighborhoods, and they're fucking a zombie. There's nothing going on in the neighborhoods. They're fucking dead. Kids on iPads, hardly fucking everybody. There's no life. There's no fucking life. Go right over the border of Mexico, and those motherfuckers got the music playing until 3 o'clock in the morning. Kids running around, nestled as like a goddamn 80s in fucking in Mexico and Paraguay. Even with all the shit going on, there's not the dude. It's you know what the best time to go to Mexico is when they tell you don't go to Mexico. So shut the fuck up, Steve. I am forced to live here. Get the fuck out of here until I can leave. Go fuck yourself, you stupid piece of shit. I can't leave the country until I can figure out my court case where I stood up because they said my son didn't his probation and now I believe he's fucking dead and they won't even take a fucking report for his dead or missing body. Go fuck yourself. If I could leave, I would leave right this fucking second. I just got off the phone with my attorney today, so go fuck yourself. You don't know if I could leave, I'd leave fucking today. And I wouldn't leave and not never come back. That's why I don't want to leave right now. I don't want to get a record because I plan on coming fucking back here. What's going to happen in this country is going to fucking happen, okay? And there's still people here I give a fuck about. That's why I took $47,000 and paid the ministry off and didn't help myself so that there would always be people in this ministry, a place to come. So I'll leave when Father lets me leave. I can't leave right now. I could go and I probably can leave, but then I'd potentially come back and have a record. So I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do it because I don't want to hurt my dogs. So I have my attorney working on it, and I fucking ripped his ass today. So he's going to get this fucking case dropped. So we'll go from there. That's where I'm at right now. So thy kingdom come, thy will be done. But I'm going to still fucking stand up to the fact that Donald Trump just told all the military commanders and fucking our top general to turn the war against the people. And then you got stupid fucking Americans that talk like this, brothers, sisters. Stupid fucking Americans that talk like this. Timed out for mentioning what you just said yourself is just silly. The fuck are you talking about? I didn't time you out. So there you go, Akira, because they're fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots. They don't care about anything. They don't fucking care about anything. They don't realize that the government is the fucking problem. Remember, if you take a jar of red ants and black ants and put them in there, they'll live symbiotic with each other. They won't bother you. But when you shake the fucking jar up, they'll kill each other. see the government is the problem. And, you know what I'm saying? And they don't see that. And I know you know what I'm talking about. They don't see that. They don't wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. Like Brandon was in here thinking I was picking a fight with him. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. You know, Texas, he's trying to get me to come fight. I'm sitting there making an example out of his dumb ass, showing people you don't need to be fighting anybody right now. We should be fighting exactly what Christ did. He stood up to the fascists of the day, the Pharisees. He stood up to the halakha, the perverted law. He stood up and they killed him for that. And they don't want to kill these dumbass fucking Americans who come in here saying, oh, deport them. They don't want, they're not standing up to be Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? Yes, their master is self. Remember, a man's enemies be the one of his own household, Charlie Brown, because he said, well, want. No. Sorry, I had to put that in there. But, you know, it says you can't serve two masters. A man, you know, mammon and self, you know what I'm saying? So they know what they're doing. They got these stupid idiot religious people all following some book and not the definition. So it's okay. I study the word, every word, one word at a time. I make sure I use my concordance, my lexicon, my eSword app. I study cultures, customs, maps, you know, all the religions, so I can have an idea what I'm talking about here, so that I'm not serving my own. Would you stop it? You need to share the couch with your brother. You need to share the couch. Stop being such a spoiled boy. No, you're not going to get your way out of it by giving me hugs. Be nice to your brother and share the couch, please. Will you please share the couch? Share the couch with him. Oh, he's touching you. You'll be fine. By getting out of the system, Akira, like this, becoming your own system, growing your own food, becoming your own, you know, taking your own power back, becoming your own central bank. Make sure you got extra rice and beans. Make sure you got an extra water filter. Make sure you're not around population density. Stay away from people. Number one killer would be population density. Get up every morning and tell yourself everybody's evil. Most people go to hell. Father didn't create most people. This is the devil's playground. I'm here on this rock where the earth is the ruled and the heavens are the ruling class, and people think they're spinning on a ball. I should probably go ahead and get away from people like that. Get a water filter, go out to the country, grow your own food, make your own power. If you go out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the forest, there's nothing wrong with this world. It's completely perfect. So boycott all corporations. Stop buying anything from them. America is the corporation. If you can get away from the corporation, get away from the corporation. Don't stay in the corporation if you don't have to. There's other beautiful places that you can go. You can keep your home here and live on your American money somewhere else. So I already should have left. I didn't listen to my son and I got him killed. So for not listening to him. So now I'm solely deranged. So they spray those everywhere. You're not going to get away from chemtrails, but they spray us with fucking nanoparticulate and fluoridate us and chloridate us and feed us genetically modified foods and corn syrup and it's just food flavored poison. Many, I think it's over 30 countries have banned American food. They won't have it. Yes, I'm off the grid. Been off the grid for more than 10 years. So it's awesome when you don't have really brownouts and your power bill doesn't go out and you own your power. You know, when you own the power, you're like, you're not going to take away my power. You know what I'm saying? I am the power company. When, you know, speaking of, I think it's time to make some more ice cubes. Hold on. I have enough power here because I got a commercial ice cube tray maker and it takes more power, but I'm making it anyways. We're going to make some more ice cubes. I got a full battery on my phone here, so. All right, so Donald Trump comes out and announces that the generals need to turn the war against the people. And there's a lot of people who are coming out now and saying that this motherfucker is a domestic terrorist and a domestic enemy. And I've been telling you that on this channel for quite some time. The Supreme Court already said that he violated posse comitatus by putting the military, those 700 military, Marines on the streets of Los Angeles. He's violating the Constitution. It's not going to stop, okay? It's not going to stop. Do you understand? It's not going to stop. He's going to march this where there's military. He brought military into Portland. We didn't need no fucking military in Portland. Portland's got its issues, but the issue that it is that Donald Trump and George Soros funded both Antifa and Black Lives Matter because Donald Trump is Antifa, Donald Trump is Black Lives Matter, and Donald Trump is a fucking pedophile, okay? And it's Trumpstein Island, not, Epstein Island. They're both island boys. They take boys and girls to the island, okay? So you better wake the fuck up. He's not going to stop. He brought military in the streets of Portland. I showed you in here, there was bloggers, literally 30 or 40 bloggers just on YouTube out there in the street showing there's nothing going on in Portland. It's a beautiful, oh, here's some kids are walking by. Here's a family going by. Here's the ice facility. And they're doing this anyways. They're marching towards a full lockdown in this country. And you have the chance right now, not by chance, to move about the cabin and go get some of that box, bag, and flag canned poison instead of nothing. You should be growing your own food, helping your neighbors do these things. We are just totally separated from our society. Has just been boxed into little boxes. We're not self-sufficient. 3 generations ago, a man or woman could go into the woods and feed themselves. Now people fucking starve to death. This has gotten far beyond, something that you're going to fix the government. The problem is the fucking government. You can fix it by going around the government. You can make not just survive, but you can thrive. I have more fucking eggs than I can know what to do with. I wish one of you were here or 2 of you here to eat these eggs. They're so fucking good. The eggs, I don't care if they're hard boiled, scrambled, over easy, over medium, sunny side up. They are fabulous. The yolk in them is just unreal. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't taste like store-bought eggs. When you grow your own food, you appreciate it. I'm growing my own medicine, growing my own cannabis. I haven't done that in years because I'm too busy as a farmer. God, I miss doing that. These ladies are looking so nice because I don't do narcotics. I don't put, I drink sugar, coffee or whatever I'll do, but, I don't put narcotics in my body. So I like to have, that's something you should have as well. Have your own way to have your own medicine. Don't supply on this shit. Do you know what Jace Medical is? If you got somebody's insulin dependent or uses inhalers, you need to get that shit. Your doctors won't give you any of that extra. You got to fight tooth and nail just to get that shit from them. There are ways to get around this system. Grow chickens, have eggs, hatch them out. Oh my God, we got more eggs. Now we got more chickens. Now we know what to do. Now we trade those chickens with the people who down the road and we process our chickens and they give us some of their sheep, leg of lamb or maybe goat or something, or like your garden. That's how you're going to survive in the future, is cutting off the supply chain and becoming your own supply chain. There is ways to create, not just survive hanging by a string, but thrive. Grow one too many extra tomato plants and watch how you can't get rid of all those tomatoes at the end of the year. Like one too many, that one's still getting ripe. Now we've already canned, made ketchup, tomato paste, sliced tomatoes, diced tomatoes, dried tomatoes, green tomatoes, fried. We gave them to the neighbors. What the hell are we gonna do? Honey, we still got tomatoes out there green, ripe on the vine. And there's still some little yellow flowers on there. So there is ways to create abundance, brothers and sisters, and you can do that by, like I said, separate yourself from the supply chain. Go to your farmers markets. Go local. When the markets are down, the big stores, you might be able to trade with your neighbor already that you've already went and bought a half a cow from, that you went in with your other neighbor. You got a freeze dryer because preparedness is important. You want to put up food for 25 years because you don't want to be trying to cook food later. You know what I'm saying? You want to be having that food already prepared. You don't want to give off. Now, what if you have to stay in the city? You better plan to bug in. You don't want to be the only one out there with a generator run, barbecuing out there with smoke. No lights on. You need blackout curtains. You need food that's already prepared, high nutrient dense. You need to use a different kind of system if you have to bug in. You need to really start thinking about what you're going to do here. The system is changing very quick, and they're going to lock this country down. You'll be able to move, but you're going to have the right ID, real ID. All this. It's coming, brother. So they put in military. They didn't put military on 25 states. Now more. We're past that now. Okay, we're creeping up onto almost 50 states. I guarantee you, once there's military on. No, I don't eat pork. You can eat pork, but I don't eat pork. No, I raise pork, but I'll raise it and feed it to people. But I'll never eat pork ever again in my life. So I like pork. It tastes yummy. It's really good. But it doesn't, it's low energy, and I don't want that in my body. I can't live stream for 21 hours if I eat fucking pork. I can't. My body just, it just wears me down. So it's low energy, and you can eat all the pork. You can eat all the pork you want for the rest of your life, and that's not going to get you out of the graces of Father. Okay, it's got worms. I don't want it in my body. I really don't eat very much. I don't eat seafood because I don't like the seafood unless it's wild caught. So I don't really eat seafood, and I don't really eat chicken unless I raise it. The chicken is all pretty much manufactured in a vat now. We're talking about chicken without bones and chicken without a heartbeat. It really is. Any of that chip chicken, anything in a bag, I don't care if it doesn't have a bone, and I really don't even like the chicken on the bone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at one time, Captain, I went straight vegan, to try it, straight vegetarian to try it, and I didn't really feel much different, to be honest with you. I craved a lot more beans because I was lacking protein, but I'm a big red meat eater, and I've actually been cutting back my carbs, trying not to eat hardly any bread because it's just, it tastes good, but it's really just turns more sugars for it. It's just, I notice I'm thinner, but I feel more energy. I don't like being thin. When I sell a lot of pasta, a lot of bread, I can fill out my cheeks will get filled out, and I don't look thin. I feel stronger now. I feel better. So I love pasta, but it's just too many carbs, man. We got too much sugars in it, and so I've been cut back, and I feel better not eating as much. A little bit. I still, what I'm saying? I got burgers the other day. I hadn't had them in months. I got buns, and I said, I'm gonna get some burger buns this time and make burgers instead of just making it, over grilled onions and whatever, doing other different things. I like to make it with peas or there's ways to make up, and I will crave, like, if I don't eat red meat as much, I'm eating bean burritos like every day, and I'm supplementing those with other things, so, but since I cut out the pasta too and the breads, I feel better. It's not that I won't eat it. I just don't, I used to eat bread and pasta with everything, what I'm saying? Everything, always with everything, so, and it's kind of tough when you come off things like pork. Breakfast is so porky, pizza's so porky. How do you eat pork when, how do you eat breakfast when everything seems to be, there's not things that aren't steak burritos and stuff, but the norm, that it's like everything is pork based around breakfast, and pizza so, pork based too. There's some things that really target us to put that pork in our bodies. So just remember, if you go by, well, the reason why I don't eat seafood is I put a stand down myself personally when the Fukushima with the cesium-137. I just quit doing it because not only is store-bought seafood, it's been frozen and then thawed out. Even just to transport seafood, it has to be frozen. So there's no such thing as fresh seafood from a grocery store. That's not true. They have fresh frozen. Captain Search, if you look, I got this beef bacon. And I researched because I did a lot of research, and because I thought the first time I got it, I was like, dude, that's fucking pork, dude. That is pork. There is no way that wasn't pork. But I searched it, and there's a little bit of a liquid smoke in it, and I'm trying to remember where they take that out of. It's like a pastrami type, but they smoke it just a little bit, man, and it gives it a pork flavor. I swore I was eating bacon. I was pissed. I was like pissed. I'm like, dude, this is fucking pork, dude. This is pork. But it was a beef bacon, and it tasted just like, because the turkey bacon doesn't really taste much like bacon. I like that. I remember my son cooked it, but I like kind of crispy, but that beef bacon in a black label, I have to remember the brand of it. Dude, that tastes just like bacon. You know what I'm saying? Seafood and turkey bacon. Yeah. So, that's something I couldn't eat every day. That's like it's like spam to me. That turkey bacon's like spam, and I don't eat spam either. So I did before, but seafood, the reason why I don't eat seafood is the fact that Fukushima. Now, remember, I want to go through real quick with you, the dietary laws, just real quick. We're not under the dietary laws. You can eat everything on this rock. Now, he made everything clean. So there's no more unclean and clean. You can eat whatever you want under this covenant. But under the old covenant, under the Old Testament, under the Levitical laws, under Aaron and Levite, the Sabbatical laws and the dietary laws, it goes through, it's pretty simple, okay, how that works. he wants us not to eat anything that it must chew the cud, like it has to be a grass eater or split hoof. It can't have, like, you're not supposed to eat horse, right? Horse doesn't have a split hoof. Okay. Obviously things like rodents. Well, obviously, just hear me out, Lord of the Pancakes. Anything that eats other people. Okay. Just hold on, guys, hold on. I'm gonna make it very simple for you. Anything that eats other animals, we're not supposed to eat. Anything that eats shit, want us to eat. That's it. Just listen to me. It goes around that. That's the basics of it. Filter feeders, they are bottom feeders. Scaleless fish, they eat off the bottom. They'll eat poop or decomposed bodies. Okay? They'll eat decomposed bodies or another animal that can be decomposed, and that could make you sick. If you never ate an animal that ate another animal or ate an animal that ate poop, you'd live a lot longer. I don't give a fuck what you say. Now, we're not under those dietary laws, just so you know. But if you understood the dietary laws, it only applied to Aaron and Levi. It did not apply to the Gentiles. They could grow what they want, eat what they want. Okay, and we're not under that anymore anyways. So, you know, we can eat. You're not going to get to Father's grace by eating something or even blessing your food. That doesn't do anything for your food, by the way. Stop it. Seriously. Bull fucking shit. Bull. Father created all things. He wants you to get sick. You're going to get fucking sick, period. Because your diet, your bacteria, your gut bacteria, your stress level, I'm not telling you don't pray over your food, but it's fucking worthless. It's a repetitive and worthless prayer, Father. It's a pray like the heathens, Charlie Brown, just so you know. Praying over your food don't do shit for your food. Does it? It's fucking stupid. It's a fucking fairy tale. It doesn't do anything to your food. It doesn't change your fucking food. Your food is going to do whatever Father wants. You're going to get sick from that food. It's because you are going to get sick from that food. That prayer ain't going to do. Pray means to have face-to-face time with Father is what pray means. So blessing your food means to be less. Your words, Charlie, I don't mean to get on you, but so there you go. That's different. You can give abundance. Thank you for the bounty and thank you for the blessing. But praying for, like, you know what I'm saying? But because it's unclean and now it's clean, you know what I'm saying, Charlie Brown? Some people do that. I like what you're saying. Like, I always thank you, Father, for the abundance and for the blessing of this meal. And I always give thanks and appreciate it. People are starving right now, and I got this food. Oh my gosh, I'm so being given. So, you know, because people do that. Like, oh, I'm going to eat this pork and now it's clean. And I pray over this and it's bad and now it's going to be good. No, it's not. It's going to make you sick if it's going to make you sick. And that's, if you want to thank, like what you're saying, that's beautiful. Thank you. This animal gave its, you know, somewhere along the line, and now I've been given this bounty of this, you know, thank you, Father. And people are in such horrid conditions, and here I am, you know, and I have seconds. Okay, so no, now look, the dietary laws for fish are that's all. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's it. So you can eat whatever you want. That means that seafood forbidden because fish eat other fish, no, and lobster, no. And bottom dwellers, so such as, is it acceptable either? No, listen, what it is, Lord of the Pancakes, it's scaleless fish, bottom feeders, fish that go down on the bottom, like a catfish, like a halibut, like a bottom feeder, and then they feed off the bottom. They'll eat poop and decomposed fish. Okay, so that is a whole. Now, shellfish eat, or filter feeders. They eat poop off the bottom. Shellfish, all shellfish. Okay, there you go. And God else is everything. So we don't want to give any medical. I give in strike for talking about stuff like this, guy. It's crazy how much they don't want. They just want you to eat their crap. But just hear me out. Don't eat anything that's ever eaten poop. So a filter feeder will eat poop, shellfish, clams, bottom feeders, right? They'll eat a decomposing dead body. And any animal that's going to be carnivorous, we don't eat carnivorous animals, you know, basically, or anything they'll eat another animal. If you stayed around that, you would really feel a lot better. I guarantee you. Your energy be different. And it's not that you can't dabble and eat some of those stuff, guys. Because if you got if your immune system's high, you know what I'm saying, and you're not, and you eat, you've got lots of sun and stuff, you could have some shellfish. You know what I'm saying? You could eat some bacon. You could do, that's not going to wreck you guys. You know what I'm saying? And remember, it's not going to get you in the graces of God under this. All things were made clean under this covenant. So eat the pork, eat the shellfish, eat whatever you want. But I don't eat it. It just doesn't feel right in my body. So I stay away from it. I did my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I did my whole life. I ate everything, didn't care. I mean, I ate all snails, all the weed, everything. My dad made us eat some crazy stuff too. But no, I stay away from pork. I stay away from seafood. If I was out in the ocean and could catch fish fresh, I would eat what I could catch. That's it. You know, if I could fish in a high Cascade Lake and catch a trout that wasn't a brown trout or something like that, I'd turn that back. But, you know, a cutthroat or a brook trout or a rainbow trout, I would eat that. You know what I'm saying? If that's true, pancakes, then I'm a sinner. No, that's not true. Did you hear what I just said, Ziggy? That's not true. Hear what I just said? You can eat everything, Ziggy. You can eat everything under this covenant. He made all things clean. Everything on this rock is here for us to consume. If it's, you know, food or bear seeds or this is not. You can eat pork for the rest of your life. You could eat pork, shrimp, and what else? You know, all the and put them on a skewer and just eat that all the time. You're still would be not get you out of the graces of God, Ziggy. So you know. Nope. Nor not under the dietary laws. And anybody tells you that is ripping Christ down from the covenant he made and putting you under the Old Testament. So don't listen to that. They are not telling you the truth at all. So all things under this covenant were made clean. So I just wanted to go over to the dietary laws so you understood. Do you have any questions about the dietary laws on how these were called, these were the dietary, like this was only applied to the house of Aaron and Levite, the Gentiles. These were the Jews, right? Gentiles were not under these laws. They could eat what they want and didn't have to rest. They didn't have to take up the Sabbath. They didn't have to do any of these things. It didn't apply to them. So that's the same thing now. It doesn't apply to us. There's no dietary laws. They're all fulfilled. He became the Last Supper and they ate lamb. So, you know, at the Last Supper, that fulfilled all the dietary laws. There's no more dietary laws. So, eat what you want, but I would steer clear of things, like I said, as far as if you look at what I've said, it makes complete sense. Don't eat things that eat other animals or eat poop. That's it. It's simple. And you see that'll apply to just about everything. You know, there are some things I think like the hair, rodents, and some things we're not supposed to No, you won't, Lord of the Pancakes. That's fucking stupid. Where the hell would you learn that? You're a stupid motherfucker. You know that, Lord of the Pancakes? Just your name's pretty stupid, but Lord's a pagan term. But there are people who live to be over 100 years old. All they eat is fish and rice. They don't start looking like fish, you dumb fuck. Try to push some evolution bullshit on you, like we evolved from fish or something. Stop it, Lord of the Rings. You're being a dumb fuck. You're being silly, man. Stop it. Like Lord of the Pancake Rings. So, all right. Did anybody have any questions? Did I make that clear? It's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. Don't eat things that eat other animals, because they can eat an animal that is a corpse and dead, and that can make you sick. Don't eat anything that eats poop. If it eats poop or it eats other animals, stay away from it. That's basically the dietary laws in a nutshell. That covers your filter feeders, that covers the split hoof, that covers all, chews the cud. So you're not eating anything that could eat another animal. And there are some others, like I said, the split hoof. We're not supposed to be eating horses, but I personally don't see anything wrong with eating a horse. I've eaten horse meat before. What's different between a horse and an elk? Not a lot. What's the difference between a horse and a moose, a horse and a caribou? Not a lot. So Um, but would I eat horse again? No. No, I wouldn't eat horse now. But if I had to, I'd eat horse. It's not going to kill me, you know. But look at a horse. What's different about a horse? It chews the cud. It doesn't have the split hoof, though, you know. So that's, you know, just one of the old dietary laws. So, but if you look at it from a nutshell, it's pretty simple to see that if we stay away from things like that, our body would probably do a whole lot better. Think about if you never ate anything that ate something that ate poop, you know, and only ate grass, right? Chews a cud, and didn't eat anything that ate another animal. I bet you'd live for another 4 or 5 years. But you know, the funny thing is, brothers, sisters, is our day of death is already written. So you know that. That's what's kind of funny, because you know there's that dude. All he ever did was go eat Big Macs, and didn't eat very good. He drank a bottle of whiskey, smoked cigars every day of his life, and he lived to be 95 years old. And he just died in his sleep. Never suffered from anything, right? So we got to be, you know, but be careful. Be careful. You know, I think that, why do I do it? Because I don't want to feel like shit. Because I think it all has everything to do with my energy, how much energy I have during the day. And I sometimes work 3 jobs, you know, so I really need to, you know, have that extra energy. So, all right. Hey, cool. We're already getting an age restriction for this YouTube video. I really wish YouTube would stop fucking doing this to me. It's an 18 stream. Why you got to put an age restriction on the video? No shit, YouTube. It's an age restricted video. It's an adult video. Why the fuck they keep tagging my things for age restricted? I'm not monetizing these videos, so why are you putting age restrictions on my shit? It's already age restricted. So I'm making some ice here. Oh, I'm almost down on my ice. Damn, dude. Out there, I guess. So, well, it's about lunchtime. I've been eating a grip load of eggs because I got chickens that are just laying eggs like crazy. As a matter of fact, I need to go get some more eggs. They're out there. I'm sure they laid another half a dozen. What time is it? Maybe I'm not that hungry yet. Maybe I'm not that hungry. What time is it? Oh, yeah. It's about lunchtime, isn't it? Huh. All right. Well, let me wrap this up. I'm going to go make myself some lunch. Go check on my ladies out here. Go check the chicken eggs. I got some farm duties to do here. But want to come back in and make a mention again that Trump is an enemy of the state. And he's going to continue this march to put military in all 50 states in this country. And then I think he'll probably be weeks. I don't think he'll be months away from whatever they pull for their next huge false flag. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So I got to tell you what, man, I've been so long. I went to this store the other day. It was $12 for a pack of Marlboro cigarettes. I was like, dude, I think I quit smoking with cigarettes for under $5. You know, it's probably been 10, 12, 13 years. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but damn, they cost a lot of money. You'd spend a lot of time just think, you know, whatever. I like to smoke, but don't get me wrong. I was a good smoker. I smoked the damn butt. People like, dude, I can smell the cotton. Like, hey, man, there's like that much tobacco in the back of that thing. You guys flick it down on the ground. I smoke all that. So I was a good smoker. Never bothered me when people smoke around me. But, dude, I feel so much better. That just, dude, and I haven't been sick since I quit smoking. I don't get sick anymore. I don't get sick anymore since I quit smoking. Nope. I haven't been sick in 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So I only come in here, brothers, sisters, to tell you this, and I'll be on for the end of the day if Lord willing here, because we're supposed to stand against perverted law. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what Christ did. So I want to tell you that this commander in chief is the enemy of the state. And he's using the military against the people, brothers, sisters. This isn't the first time that our government has used the military against us. If you think a veteran will not follow orders and kill another U.S. citizen, you are sadly mistaken. I encourage you to go back and look at all the historical events that have happened throughout our country where they have used the military against us and killed U.S. citizens over and over and over. There are many, many incidents. Don't think this isn't. It's going to be any different. I'm not trying to get you incite you into panic. That's why I'm trying to get you to get away from it. Get away from people. Get away from population density. He told the military to go in the cities and to turn the war on the people in the cities. He said that, brothers and sisters. Fucking Trump said that, and nobody's going to listen. But it doesn't mean that he didn't say it, and you don't say that into 800 top brass, generals, and expect that not to be some pushback. I expect there to be some pushback from that, brothers and sisters. So I would highly recommend find a place away from chaos. And itching my nose. And get away from people who want to fight. If you need a safe place, get a hold of me. I have plenty of acreage. There's land here. I'm sure we can make something work. So if you're part of the ministry, get a hold of me. This is not the time to be fighting. Remember, Paul said, wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. So armor up. Be ready. Don't be fighting your brother. Your battle is in a higher place. So Trump is a domestic enemy. He's using the military against the people. Please be on your guard. I'm not asking you for violence. I really want people to steer clear of violence, and that's what this channel has been about. Okay, nobody can say that I'm inciting any kind of violence. I'm sparking an evolution, not a revolution, to go around the system, not fight. Red team, blue team. That's what they want you to do. Pick up arms and fight each other. So not happening here. Not doing any fighting here at this ministry. Meek, not weak. So I'll see you guys again on the next High Desert Faith and Truth HD Fat broadcast. We'll do no live stream. Links are in the description if you want to support the ministry in a monetary tithe, not required. You can share the content. Probably not. It's age restricted, so I might not even let you share it. But thanks for being here, and thanks for being a witness. Uh-oh. I better go. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa. That's my low warning alarm.